What's up YouTube, Underworld6667 here, coming at you with a fairly pissed off video. Now, I'm going to be talking to you about this Yugitube clique scenario that everyone keeps talking about. How everyone in the Yugitube Awards is part of some clique and it's impossible to get into, and they never talk about the low people in the totem pole, and all these little tiny Yugitubers never get talked about. You're all super wrong. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my history with regards to Yugitube and how I became successful. And you could take whatever the hell you want from it, but I guarantee if you do not do similar things to what I have done, you will fail as a Yugituber. And you will continuously fail, and you will wonder why I don't have any subscribers. Why don't I have any subscribers? I have great content. Well, that's not all Yugitube is. I'm going to tell you that right now. When I first started off, I actually started off with Binder Blunders, where I was talking about card prices. Now, I used my people around my area to bump me up in subscribers because they like to hear what I had to say. I had already given myself a name in the Yu-Gi-Oh community in Canada, in Toronto, as somebody who knew what they were doing. Now, in turn, they gave me a little bit of subs, a little bit of promotion. It was going pretty well. Now, the real reason that I actually bumped up in subs from probably about 500 to about 1,500 in the course of 2 months was a little competition held on Waffles' channel. Now, Waffles is a friend in Toronto that I would request every once in a while a shout out. He would then in return give me a shout out. However, the real reason that I actually grew in subs was when I posted up a deck profile when Pause Joker took over Waffles' channel. Now, when I did the deck profile, I made sure that it was funny to appease the Waffles audience who was already used to having funny videos on his channel. I also made it informative. I also made sure that I knew what I was talking about. I made sure that I edited the video. I made sure that my normal videos were here, and the video that I posted up on his channel was way up here. Now, I had to seek out that assistance. I did not get approached by Pause Joker to post up on Waffles' channel. Pause Joker sent out a message and said, hey, if you guys have a good idea, a good video quality, we will post up on this channel so you can get a shout out. That's exactly what I did. Now, I've been hearing on this Yugitube Awards that nobody is looking at the no-name Yugitubers, the little people, the people who only have less than 100 subs, less than 1,000 subs. And you're right. You know why? Because you haven't done anything. You haven't approached anyone. Now, MCole40, when he actually announced the Yugitube Awards, I don't know if you follow him on Facebook. It's Robbie Cole. You guys should know that. He posted up that he was going to do the Yugitube Awards. Now, that would have been the perfect opportunity for you to post up that you would like to help out with the Yugitube Awards. Now, I'm not going to say that he was going to let every single person that posted up that they wanted to help an option of being part of the Yugitube Awards. No. But that would have been a good way for you to get your name out there. Get noticed. Now, further on, I started burning bridges. Not going to lie. I started being a little bit more controversial. I had a beef with DEC Silent Enigma, your Yu-Gi-Oh channel, as well as SharksFan20. Most of the people who have been subscribed to me for a very long time will know that I had a pretty big beef with SharksFan20. Now, SharksFan20 had much more subs than I did because he had better content, per se. He showed off a lot of really high-priced cards and people went, ooh, subscribe. Okay? Now, when it comes to Yugitubing, beefing is not a great idea. Shitting on somebody's award show, not a great idea. Not a great idea in that when you want to build a bridge and transfer your videos over possibly onto another person's channel, it probably won't happen. Now, you guys may also remember, if you look up Underworld6667 on actual YouTube in the search bar, you'll actually post up or bring up the first video, Underworld6667 is a jerk. Now, in that response, or in that video, it's Blitz Hits talking about how I totally was mean to him. Now, Blitz Hits had approached me and asked if I could, or he could, post up a video on my channel. I said, sure, I like your quality, I like your content, why not? Here's the instructions for you. In response, he totally disregarded those instructions. He said, I'm going to do it my way, and then you can, follow that. At which point I told him to fuck off and blah, blah, blah. And as you can tell by the comments in that actual video, a lot of people agree with me that if you're going to do somebody a favor, you probably should listen to them. Now, moving forward, we started off the next great Yugituber. The next great Yugituber was a great way for lower sub people. That would be people like you guys, the people who are complaining, to be able to post up their videos. Now, I don't know if you ever watched the next great Yugituber. It has been taken down since then, but it was starring a person called Slim X Team Symmetry. I seem to remember seeing that name somewhere. Oh, that's right. He's a big name Yugituber now. He started off a little person. He took full advantage of that actual contest. He approached us and said, hey, you know what? I'd like to post up some videos for the next great Yugituber challenge. He posted up some really great content. He posted up such great content that it transferred some of my subscribers over to him. And now look at him. He's doing very well for himself. The same thing happened with the Kiko25 and Dark World Mofo, Fuzzy XYZ. All these people have approached us during the next great Yugituber contest and became popular. Moving onwards once again. When we posted up the Yugitube Awards, when DracoDMD and myself did it, we actually saw a person called 87 Show Nuff. 87 Show Nuff made a review, a quite comical review of the Yugitube Awards. He didn't bash the awards. He didn't make fun of the awards. He actually did something really, really good. He talked about it. He talked about the pluses and the minuses. Overall, he enjoyed the actual Yugitube Awards, as far as I know. Now, in response, I noticed that. And because I noticed that, I approached him, and then we started working together. Another friendship formed into the clique. Now, your Yu-Gi-Oh channel, after a while, I actually met at Nationals. We talked for a bit, and we hit it off, as far as I know. Maybe he hates me, I don't know. But ultimately, he was a good guy, I was a good guy. We came together, we started working on the Yugitube Awards, we started working on different videos. He featured me on his channel as a favor to me. Once again, I approached him to do that. I didn't get approached. Why would somebody approach you to do you a favor? Doesn't make sense. Now after that, I met Dubk Dad, Asian Persuasion. I met Paz Joker at one point very, very briefly. We didn't really know each other. I was extremely small at that time. Okay? MCole40 I met. Tons and tons of Yugitubers I meet all the time. But the difference is the people who have courage, the people who have the balls to actually request something and perform to the best of their abilities are the ones that are successful. Not the people who complain and bitch and moan about how low their channel is and how shitty they are doing. Now, moving forward, I've met a lot of Yugitubers. I'm not going to mention all of them. Some people use Garuzis as a extra part of their video now. I even met Simply Unlucky at one point. We talked about how, you know, we were getting all these things signed. Myself, Vayu Enthusiast, Jackie, everybody was getting things signed. However, nobody knew who Simply Unlucky was because at that time, he was only showing packs. He wasn't showing anything else. People may have recognized his voice, but very seldom. So we told him, hey, you know what? Show your face a little bit more. You might get a little bit more popular. People will start to recognize you. You're already doing really well for yourself, so why not go that little extra mile? At which point, The next week we saw his face on the actual Simply Unlucky channel. He started taking our advice. He used our advice to his advantage. Became so super popular that I doubt any YouTuber at the moment will catch up to him anytime soon unless he quits. Now, I've gone on a rant with regards to the Yugitube awards already. I've gone on a rant on how you can improve your channel. It's up to you guys. I have actually possibly an up-and-coming YouTuber that has approached me who has requested that I post up a video. I told him, hey, you know what? I'll check out the video. If it's good quality, if I think my subscribers will like it, I'll post it up. Point proven, Semi-Limited asked me to check out their channel. I'm going to shout them out again. I then looked at their video and I laughed my ass off. In response, I then told them, hey, you know what? I will give you a shout out, even though they didn't ask for it. They asked for advice on how to make their channel better. And you know what the biggest advice was? Get featured on somebody who already has a channel. Now once again, I know this seems harsh. I know a lot of people are going to hate it. But you know what? You could take whatever you want from this. I'm a 25-year-old guy. I don't have time for bullshit 12-year-olds. I don't have time for bullshit 18-year-olds. Okay? Grow up if you're going to become a YouTuber. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you guys very much for watching. As always, don't make binder blunders. And start approaching people and don't think that things will get handed to you. It's not the way the world works. Bye, guys.